We are now a couple of weeks away into the John Benet Ramsey, the 25th anniversary of this case. Is there a possible suspect in this case? Who do you think killed John Benet Ramsey? If you watched the news on December 26, 1996, where were you when you heard about this case? Just about 5 years ago, Dateline did a special about this case, and if you guys want to see that on my archive.org, I will provide links. I will provide a link in the description below to the video. That way you guys can get caught up in the case. We'll get to that in a little bit later. But what we want to get to is people filming in movie theaters. Unacceptable. Right now, the new Spider-Man movie is coming out, and there's plenty of people out there that are posting theater reactions to freaking spoilers. It's like, look, everything, like, just, jeez, filming in movie theaters is unacceptable. You can't be freaking doing that. Cannot be filming in a movie theater, period. It's unacceptable behavior. What is the punishment for filming in a movie theater? In 2005, the 2005 law on federal felony record movies in the theater where the copyright owner's content scofflaws face a maximum of 3 years in prison term and a $2.25 million fine. So the punishment again for this. So the main question is it illegal? Yes, it's illegal. This channel right here, no copyright music, this channel right here, I'm about to send an email saying you violated the law. This person right here, he violated the law. I'll just type in the comment right now. That's against the law. Because let me tell you something, filming movie theaters, that's against the law. And if you see someone recording something next to you recording a movie, quietly tap them on the shoulder and go, excuse me, sir, can you please turn off the camera? Sir, can you please turn off the camera? If they don't respond right away, go get one of the employees immediately. If you need to take a picture of his face, it may be a bad risk to do so, but just give a full description of this guy. Tell him where you're sitting at, and then if he films again, then he should be kicked out of the theater. Which brings us now to movie theater etiquette. I've saved this on my drive for the right time. I've done this show before about this. Go. I have it right here. There we go. Turn off the phone. Seriously, not silent but off. These are 5 pages. Are you a doctor on call? Are you aggravating news about your child grandfather's estate? Do you carry nuclear football? Why the hell are you in movies? Something important might happen. Make sure your phone is on silent. If you're taking an important phone call, you need to quietly leave the theater. If you forget to turn off your phone, I mean, many people want to enjoy the movie. And you're sitting there going, oh my God, he has to oh my God. And people look at you like, hey, shh, 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 shh. Oh my Because there's like a lot of people. Don't hog the armrest. Don't pre-enact the good parts of the movie you've seen before. Don't explain the movie while the actual movie, no matter how confusing it is. Don't spoil the parts while when you're in the lobby. Never shush. Don't shoot movie figures like hands-on fake here. This is the big one. The biggest story ever. I went to go see Aladdin. The live action one. I only wanted to stand and compare it to the animated one back in 1992. The movie was good, but the kids, they were wanting to use like freaking daycare, taking care of kids, Herculean physical and emotional challenge, and we applaud everyone who attempts it. Many movie theaters understand the struggle and attempt to alleviate the stress by offering free morning screens as kids' movies to give parents, camp counselors a breather. Taking your kids to a movie theater is not carte blanche for them to do whatever they want. Just because you once saw an X-Men cartoon doesn't mean the R-rated Logan is a perfect place for a kid to play an iPad on games on a Saturday afternoon. You're an adult. Make an adult decision here. And in this particular case right here, this kid decides to like act up, and I just really wanted to go over there and say, hey, can you please be quiet? Then, when we left the theater, my mom was saying, you should just give him a good spanking. I mean, I was like, you kidding me? Spanking in a public place? You're going to get yourself arrested for spanking. And that's the bottom line. I made a whole video about spanking. It's wrong. Period. No excuses. Put him outside. You can't deal with him? Leave the theater. Period. Don't hook up. Don't groom yourself. Never save a seat for someone who may not be kind. And always clean up after yourself. Don't clap for moments of cinematic justice. Like in this particular case, I mean, if you went to see the Spider-Man No Way Far From Home thing, they would have applauded Tobey Maguire's appearance. The old villain. I'm not going to spoil everything for you guys. You just got to see the movie for yourself. And don't post spoilers on social media. Don't post them on YouTube. Cover violations, and you can be fined $250,000. Still ahead, the latest on John Benet Ramsey after 25 years. And plus, we'll give you the very latest on more of the Oxford shooting. We'll be right back. Well, there's no latest on the shooting, but Friday, we talked to you guys about a trend that's going all around, this TikTok thing saying about rumors like across the country on Thursday. Here's the latest from Fox News. It said, viral TikTok school threat rumors. Students arrested nationwide as officials tracked down social media post. 12 students were arrested Thursday and Friday in connection to a threat rumors on TikTok social media apps that went viral Thursday according to local officials and reports. Students across the country made unverified threats to schools and social media apps, including TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram on Thursday, prompting schools and other officials to take action. Heightened precautions taken amid rumors to let a number of students have been arrested on Thursday in Florida, Maryland, Connecticut, California, Wisconsin, Wyoming, Ohio, and others. The sheriff is like, the gun violence is too real. 3 of the 13 arrests involved the 13-year-old males, which are juveniles who were arrested on social media in Palm Coast. The men were arrested a 16-year-old who was accused of bringing a firearm to school grounds. A 14-year-old was arrested for making district threats in the state of Wyoming. According to Fox 1969, juveniles arrested in Watsonville made direct threats on Instagram on Thursday, and the police became aware. The Lee County Sheriff's Office in Florida arrested 3 teenagers on Thursday for making a shooting and bomb threats on schools and social media. And again, TikTok said, we handle even rumor threats with the utmost seriousness, which is why we're looking with law enforcement. Well, you're working on law enforcement. You should have a rule. Don't post anything bad about this. You should take yourself to court and say, look, we're very sorry. You need to apologize to those schools and say, hey, we're sorry. The Department of Homeland Security Also addressed rumor threats to social media on a Thursday tweet. DHS is aware of public reporting suggest threats to schools on December 17th, the department tweeted. Does not have any information indicating specific credible threats to schools, recommends communities remain alert. A TikTok was communication with the FBI DHS. There's no threat, and TikTok removed the alarmist warnings. But the viral video only discussed an alleged rumor of widespread threats to schools and others, and told others to be safe rather than spread themselves to going to TikTok. That happened December 26th. According to a message sent out by the school district in North Carolina, the district said, "While we do not believe the threat is credible, they're monitoring the situation." In Fresno, Texas, authorities arrested 7 middle school students for making threats to social media, but the police department of South Carolina arrested 1 juvenile for making threats to Snapchat. In Rhode Island, 2 students in connection to threats made at 1 middle school and 2 high schools were arrested. Officials also investigating threats made in other school areas, including Aurora, Illinois. These threats are real. I mean, look back to the one in Flower Bluff. I mean, if you look up Flower Bluff school threat, and as we're going on right now, someone liked the comment. Let's go back to March 9th, 2018. There was a student who was spending spring break in jail. He was taken into custody for allegedly making a terroristic threat against the school. And who was that person who made that threat? His name was Gerardo Yasagair. He was charged with making that threat. Making a bomb threat. But threats in schools are being taken very seriously. All schools take this very seriously. If you see a challenge like this, don't respond to it. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. Like filming in movie theaters, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. But the thing is, no one takes the message. And what is Flower Bluff doing about this? Well, I'm going to talk with an old teacher of mine to see what she's going to do now that she's his principal. Not going to have her on camera, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to have that for you in a couple weeks. But there is new technology happening in Home Depot. When we come back, we'll tell you what that new technology is. Imagine going into Home Depot and you forget to pay something and the wheels are locked. And you realize, what the hell is going on? Then you realize, you look back at the story that happened about those Home Depot smash and grab thieves. And just now before we get to that, before I finish here, just now, someone commented a sad face. And again, I tell you guys, it is against the law to film in a public theater. If you do that, you could be sentenced to months in jail and be fined $250,000. Right now. This isn't a joke. You could be sent to jail and fined. Again, people think this is some kind of joke. It's not a joke. If you've been caught, if you getting away with this, you will certainly, if you got away with this, they're going to catch you. This isn't a joke. No sad faces here, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it yourself. Don't get your video camera and then film it, videotape it. and then post it on YouTube for like a lot of views. Damn it. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble here. If I did that on my own, they would tell me to leave. There needs to be cameras in the theater, not only outside the theater where the concession stands are, the ticket thing. No, in the actual place where the chairs are. And if they spot someone filming, take action. Kids in there, take action. That's what needs to happen. But going back to the Home Depot thing, what is this new technology that's going to be happening on Home Depot? Here's Inside This with Chief Investigative Correspondent Lisa Guerrero.
This is not a warehouse. It's a home that cops say was jammed with more than $1 million in shoplifted power tools. And this video shows a line of cops emptying out a storage unit filled with goods they say were stolen from Home Depot.
So these aren't your typical shoplifters, are they? No, this is not petty shoplifting. This is organized retail crime.
Retail giants like Home Depot are fed up with the shoplifting spree sweeping the nation. They're fighting back as never before. Home Depot's Christina Cornell gave me an exclusive look at the company's latest crime-fighting technology.
So what's to stop me from taking this cart, loading it up, and running out the door with it? And Lisa, that's a common tactic that we see that a lot of thieves use, but what we're really excited about is we're rolling out technology that if you were to try and roll this out of the store, the wheels on this cart would lock.
The wheels on the cart will lock.
Yes, we know that this is probably going to catch a lot of bad guys.
Expensive items are getting locked, and there are more surveillance cameras in the aisles.
Smile, you're being recorded.
And if a shoplifter runs out with a stolen power tool, good luck.
In a lot of our stores, we're piloting right now some state-of-the-art technology that uses Bluetooth so that if you don't pay for this, if you don't scan it and go through the register, it won't even turn on.
You're kidding me.
We want people to know that the value in this is in its ability to work. And if it's not even going to work, it's not worth stealing. It's just a heavy box.
So thieves, beware. Big box stores like Home Depot are saying enough is enough.
And I hope you take the same thing from these people. Don't you wish you could just look at this and say, enough's enough. That's enough. I need to stop videotaping on this property. Another sad face from Mr. Dash Gamer and from Nacho Freire. Look. Jeez. God, what the hell am I gonna do? Convince movie theaters to just put cameras in there? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Talk with the owner and say, hey, put the cameras in when the people are seeing the movie. You see someone filming there, or place a camera in the, or just place a camera. Like, people don't want to be filmed. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Enough is enough. If you're not going to do this, it is illegal. It is against the law to be filming in movie theaters. If that happens, like, you could be fined. There's a potential prison sentence, also 3 years, and a fine for each upload. And the punishment of filming in a movie theater? And the guy, this is from Quora.com. 21 months in jail. This was a movie theater pirate. Let me read you this article from Wired.com. This was from, I think this was back in 2008 or something like that. A Maryland man was sentenced to 21 months in jail behind bars for using a camcorder to pirate movies at the theater. He pleaded guilty in July to 2 felony counts. What are those 2 felony counts? Filming 28 weeks later in a District of Columbia theater last year. This 7-page court. This guy was defense, reproduction, distribution, work being prepared for bringing their items. So, looking at this charge, and so probably at the end, he gets sentenced to 11 months in jail. Logan was sentenced by the U.S. District Judge Richard Robinson, District of Columbia, under the Family Entertainment Copyright Act, Title 18, United States Code 2319B. What is that law? Well, that law means you can't be filmed in movie theaters. The 2005 law makes it federal felony to record movies at the theater without copyright owner's consent. Scofflaws face a maximum of 3 years of prison term with a $250,000 fine. It was now in November after investigating from the Multiplexing Association of America and local authorities using JVC high definition video camera. It was under his coat regional cinema last year. An FBI agent found him. Logan, who was prohibited from going to a movie house for 1 year following his release, that he produced DVDs from his clandestine filming and selling them, because that's pirate. Being in prison more than 3 years, 6 years. And this is the page. Count 1, May 2007. Still, this is the big thing. Going back to the article, everyone did the right thing. Last year, the team pleaded guilty to filming 20 seconds of Transformers in Virginia theater. Violation of state law in that case pressured local authorities to prosecute. Prosecutions from camp going to use mobile phones to record movies at the theater. Many states also have laws on the books similar to federal statute. There are plenty of these in the states. Get along your lesson. Don't be doing this crap. It's against the law. Can't make copyrighted stuff out of this. That is against the law. You might be thinking, well, look, you did this and that in your channel. You don't go there. Look, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm bringing back news magazines. Now, to make this short, because we're almost out of time here, who do I think killed JonBenet Ramsey? Well, if you look up the question, if you look up Google, if you ask Google, who killed JonBenet Ramsey? Click on news. Click on 9 News. The case is still open. There was someone, there was a person, the autopsy revealed that JonBenet's been killed by strangulation in his skull. But there were a lot of suspects. But, when we come back, I'm going to preview next week's Cut Me a Break. Next week is I'm going to develop Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The whole thing is going to be entirely to the JonBenet Ramsey case, but we're going to give you a sneak preview by giving you the top 10 suspects in this case. We'll start off with JonBenet. We'll start off with JonBenet Ramsey. Patricia, or otherwise known as Patsy Ramsey. Brooke Ramsey. Michael Hellenhoff, who spoke with Dr. Phil. Chris Wolf. Gary Olivia. Todd Fuss. John Mark Carr. Linda Hoffman-Pugh, and Bill McReynolds. He was the Santa Claus impersonator. Could any one of these suspects may have been involved in this murder? Well, back in 2000, Barbara Walters did an interview with John and Patsy. Well, they said they didn't do it. Didn't take a laboratory test? Nobody knows. But could the other 8 be the killers? No one knows for sure, but we'll look deeper into this. Because this case needs to be solved right here, right now. We'll try our best. That's all of this edition of Cut Me a Break Saturday going into Sunday. We'll see you again for Cut Me a Break Monday. And for all of us here at YouTube, have a good night.